We are back again. We unhooked the cart, put the finisher on, greased it up for Dad. Mike and I and Travis are fueling things up, getting things moved around here. John took off to the bottoms with the moldboard plow. So he's going to get that plowed up. And we're going to get on the corn because we haven't planted anything yet. We're also going to be chopping and plowing today, so we'll see how the day goes. Hopefully we're planting corn by tomorrow or Friday. So I know I'm gonna get asked, no, these are not all of our tractors or carts here. These are all Jason Lang's, so we'll clear that up. A couple of our tractors, but all his carts. It's our bagger though. We did fill the bag last night, so we'll throw a new 12x500 on today once we get 3 other guys here. Well, they're here, they're just not available yet. So Mike lines up all the crews here, and then we all go do what he tells us to do. It works out well. Here is the giant bag we gotta throw on. Luckily there's a winch on the back of the bagger to help lift it, so it's not as much work for us, but it still takes 3 or 4 guys. So Mike said we were gonna wait to chop till this afternoon, so I'm just hooking up the planter, putting the monitor in, probably gonna spray it off. There's a little, oh, the birds got to it, so we'll hose it off and she'll be ready to go later. We're gonna head over and power wash this off a little, get it cleaned up, looking shiny. The old 6-row reliable on the 7410 Narrow. This is the monitor for this corn planter. It's not very fancy, it's a pretty basic unit. It just beeps at you when you have an issue with seed coming out or when it's out of seed. Gets the job done though. All cleaned up, ready to rock. Just got a greaser. Just flipping the PTO around from the 1000 to the 540 so we can spread fertilizer with the 7610 here. Sometimes it can be a pain, but this one came out pretty easy. Thankfully. Got 2 springers you gotta check on here quick, right after lunch. Nice little udders on them. Mike got a crew all lined up. Took Travis's spot in Lang's merger. Marty's in our merger, and they are getting ready to chop here shortly. Travis is gonna go spread some fertilizer on some corn ground. I'll see if I remember how to use this merger. It's been a year. He's got a 7410 on it. Rides nice. It's got the big tires. Pretty much just like our setup. We got a 7700 on ours though. Last video you would have seen us chopping and cutting this. This is actually day 2. The other guys are out chopping. I'm spending some quality time in the merger. Don't know what that is, but can't chop it, so. This strip is done. We got 2 more over there across the little valley or whatever, but we got to head over to the road to get around to that since there's a little water running through there. Switching fields. This stuff's a little thicker over here. That last stuff wasn't the greatest. Won't write home to Mom about that. This I might. I'm just throwing 4 rows together here. Sometimes I do 4, sometimes 5. It just depends on how many are left in the field per se, things like that, how it all works out. We weren't able to get started as early as we would have liked to today just because needed some drying time. it's some of these fields are getting pretty thick. Makes a nice windrow. It's just what we want when we're chopping. A lot of tonnage being made. The cows will love this feed. It's excellent quality. Now I'm at the same farm as the other merger, so there is Marty, the expert. This is my last field with the merger, so kind of like to clean it up a little bit. Climb on here, pull that out. That way the next guy doesn't have to look at half the crop sitting in there. It's a nice little gesture. So now we get to go play with the finisher since they don't need help hauling it right now. So get some corn ground prep to plant tomorrow. So this is the last pass ahead of the corn planter. We might have a second planter come in and help us out. We'll see how things are going. And we got to put in sedan grass in those other strips over there that were Trit. So we'll get that taken care of as we get time here in the next coming days. It's just a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful week. For the most part. A little chilly at night, but I'd take the sunlight over rain any day. Just working in some fertilizer here quick. We're going about 7.5 miles per hour. I don't like running the tractor fully wide open. Just think it's a little easier on it. She's working up well though. John's down in the Diggy bottom, so I'm moldboard plowing that. So we'll hit that with the finisher or the disc, and then we'll probably plant that. I'm assuming it'll just be the finisher and then plant. That's Travis up there in the 7610 on the fertilizer buggy. About one field behind him. I apologize for the shakiness. I'm really zooming in here, going over these bumps. So I got this 20-acre piece behind me all knocked out here. There's a couple more fields over that way. And it sounds like Mike wants me to come haul later tonight. So we'll park this later on and probably go haul some silage once it gets dark. Chopping right across the road from me over there. A couple farms left here to finish up tonight. It's a nice evening in the tractor. Another one. Kicking up a little dust, you can see. Next week's rain forecast is looking real good for this soil. Back to hauling silage. About 45 acres left. I'm not sure whether we'll go all night and get it done or just leave some for the morning. We'll probably just leave it for the morning, I'm guessing. These bright LED lights are bad for YouTube. You can't really see what's going on there, but we're still chopping. 11 o'clock at night. We're a little over halfway in the bag for today. We didn't get started as early as yesterday, so we're a little behind on progress in that aspect compared to last night, but we're doing all right. chopping into the wee hours of the morning. This is probably going to be my last load out here. We're going to finish the rest in the morning here.